Yo, welcome back to the HighLitePodcast. I am 1/3 of the Gizzang Outcast Rail. Got my dogs with me, my brothers, Threezy from the HVZ.
Yeah.
Tasman with the Gas Man. Yeah, he was ready to trick. But anywho, yeah, man, we've been a little MIA for the past month, it seems. So a lot has happened since we last been on, but we will definitely recap and catch up with everything. So, we can go ahead and start off with NFL. A lot has changed, but still remain the same. The Pittsburgh Steelers get a big-time win against division rival Baltimore Ravens.
Rodgers excited to have him here.
Yep.
And he's going deep. They have not had a deep ball in a month. And Metcalf makes the catch. Warren, they fake it to him. Rodgers still has it. He's going to take off running for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers.
He shows off the wheels. And then he almost gives you the discount double check there.
Lamar standing in the pocket and being taken down.
Use the legs, no spy.
Looks around, now just tosses it. Picked off. Did not have enough air under it. Rodgers rolling and throwing and completing. Here's Gainwell. There's open room and he's in for the touchdown.
The game, but watch this, like, whoop. Because you can keep it right here like this, yep.
Complete. Jackson thinking about taking up. There he is. Finally rushes one home. Got a third and one and a big one. Mitchell makes a nice cut to pick up the first, and he's off and running. Mitchell. Oh, he got chased. Jackson from the gun. Taking off. Nope, now throws. He's got him. They go empty and they go long, and they've got him. Austin with the catch. Dump it off. Got it. Got the first down with Warren. Warren gonna go untouched. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A play so
you have two wide open players. And that's literally just miscommunication.
Here's Jackson. Gets past Queen. Dumps it up. Oh, Bateman drops the football for a first. They go underneath. Fryer move this. Jackson running down the line, looking long, flinging it. He's got him. He's got Flowers. Gets on his feet at the 35. From the gun down the middle, he's got him. It's Flowers turning the corner on Ramsey. He's still on his feet. Looking, dancing, looking, throws, incomplete at the goal line. Looking his way, incomplete. Gonna help protect. Lamar in trouble, has to get rid of it. Finds Likely. Here's Jackson, zips it.
There you go.
Exit.
Away. They're taking
7 seconds, are running after him, and they get to him. They end the game with a sack. Highsmith ends it.
Now, for the last couple of weeks, the Baltimore Ravens have been on a nice little streak. Got close to possibly taking the division, or the division lead, but Pittsburgh, they got a good win against them. They also have been struggling too. I don't want to say like the Steelers have been perfect or dominant, but for them to kind of get back on the right track and get a big time win against the Ravens. And the Ravens, whole controversial play at the end and stuff like that.
I mean, Jets game.
This is the touchdown that they took away.
Boy, that's close. Likely, who dropped the football, had it knocked out of his hands at the goal line on Thanksgiving night as he was going in.
But regardless of the fact, the Steelers did what they needed to do offensively. Aaron Rodgers was spectacular. Start off the game with a nice little run touchdown and all that. Then, DK started getting off. Had a nice combination with the running backs. My dog, Kenny Gainwell, he made some big key plays. And then
Yes, he did.
And then Jaylen Warren, yeah, he had a nice, not too heavy on the run game, but he did make some nice receptions, had a nice little touchdown himself. So, good game offensively for the Steelers, which has been probably their sore spot through the media and all that, or really just
It's probably
in
the best
general.
offensive game this season.
Yeah, possibly. They look good. And then, again, Aaron Rodgers looking a little mobile. That was good to see. But, I ain't gonna talk too much. I'm gonna let the real Steelers fan, get his shit off and stuff like that. How you feeling over there, Tazio?
My bad, bro. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, see, this nigga ain't even ready for his own birthday. That shit crazy.
No, but just to go over at least a couple of things, bro. I mean, we started off great, to be honest, especially that pass to DK at the first drive. Basically, DK looked great. Him and Aaron Rodgers had a great connection. I still wish Pat Framework would have had at least a little bit more touches because I feel like the game would have been a little bit easier for us still. But it's still like our play calling is still a little iffy, to be honest with you. And I ain't gonna hold you. Some of them calls, well, at least like one call, I'll say was like damn near really controversial for real. Like, well, no, I'll say a couple because definitely the end zone one, and then also the joint where
No,
they
that PI was controversial.
what?
That pass interference.
Oh yeah, and then also it was the joint where they almost got a fumble or like a interception or some shit like that, but Aaron had grabbed it and already had his knee on the ground or some shit.
Yep.
Well, they already broke it down.
And he threw a pick, didn't it?
Nah, he ain't throw no pick. Shit, Lamar did.
I swear he threw a pick. Aaron Rodgers did not throw a pick, bro.
Oh, I don't remember seeing that.
I might have missed that part if it was in the first half.
Whoa, goddamn, that's impressive.
I mean, regardless, it was a good win for the Steelers. No, the matter of controversy, I would say is a good win considering it's in the division. So,
But does it stand though? Because they can play. They can play. Don't they play the Ravens again?
yeah.
So who do they play in between that time? Like, do they
I
play any
think we
more
would still
division
have,
rivals?
nah. I think we would still have the division though, yeah, because we don't play any more division rivals though, besides them.
So it don't even matter if y'all lose overall game just because y'all beat them. Y'all the division leader.
Yeah. So we are automatically in there. We out of the hut. We was in the hut. We out
So
that
y'all can
motherfucking
lose the
hut,
rest.
though, boy.
That's crazy. Y'all can lose the rest of the games through the season and still be. Hold on, if they keep winning, it don't make sense to me.
Wait, I'll try to figure out too because if they say the Ravens do beat y'all the next go around,
Yeah.
or if they win out, would that? Because again, this their first.
We,
Is this their first division loss?
nah, because they lost to the Bengals.
Deep, 3rd and 9 for Lamar, in trouble, and he lost the ball, it's caught out of the air! Get the first down. Pressure, straight on Osai! Oh my, Osai! Timeouts, Lamar Jackson from the 20. Wants something deep, oh that ball came out! Burrow, out to his right, to the end zone, one hand run in by Hudson!
The guy that we've been talking about all night long, Kyle Hamilton, stabs it with the left hand.
Here comes the pressure with Hamilton. It's picked up as Burrow. Sideline to chase. Pressure comes. Picked up. Burrow. Yosivage. Touchdown. Cincinnati. 80 for the Bengals. Ray Yosivage.
The line of scrimmage communication was unbelievable.
3rd and 9. Lamar Jackson. That ball got hit. That ball's intercepted. It's Demetrius Knight Jr. down the sideline. Another turnover for the Ravens. A 4th Baltimore turnover on this Thanksgiving night. That time the pressure got in. Down. Flowers. Lost the football. That's a catch and a fumble. Scooped up by Cincinnati's DJ.
Started there as a nickel, ripping the ball out. No question it's a catch. No question the ball's out before he goes down. And the Bengals have it again. And you said it, 5 takeaways.
And that 52-yarder to make it 32-14. Impressive performance by the Bengals. And the Ravens and their fans a little stunned with this one.
We talked about it, like, yeah. Well, no. So I mean, I see what y'all mean though. If we lose, I think we still have to at least like have a better record though. So if they do beat
lost
us,
to the Bengals the week before because Joe Burrow was getting off.
yeah.
Yep.
Right, I could have sworn they lost another divisional game though at the beginning of the season.
No, they're like that's it. They smacked the Browns. And that's it. Yeah, they beat the Browns twice. Lost to y'all and lost to the Bengals. They play the Bengals next, play the Patriots, play the Packers, and then they play y'all last. So they got a little gauntlet going on. But now let me see.
I know. Does the Steelers play the Colts? Already got played the Colts.
Yeah, they already played the Colts, and I think they won. Yep.
Man, because it doesn't matter. The Colts are going downhill anyway. So
Type shit. The Steelers' next 4 games is the Dolphins, the Lions, the Browns, and the Ravens.
they can beat the Dolphins out of that 4.
But yeah, I don't think it matters. Yeah, only one division loss for the Steelers.
That's crazy. They ran house in the division. That's crazy.
The Browns once. Beat the Bengals again. Beat the Ravens. So yeah, they 3-1 in the division.
Because the division is that bad, or is the Steelers good like that?
I mean,
Hold on, what? What was the question?
He said, "Is it because the division is bad?" I mean, it really don't matter as far as like leading the division or winning the division, but I mean, if you
To be
talking
honest
about,
with you, shit, I feel like our division was kind of bad though this year.
I
I
mean,
mean, when you
all
look
tight.
at that shit, we the only team with a winning record.
Yeah,
That's right. As of right now, yeah.
I mean, we know the talent there, but
yeah.
it's just underperformances.
Yeah, well, this is Mike Tomlin's. They're not going.
Oh
They're
no,
not extend them right now, but they got a decision to make, and yeah, it's looking like Kyler Murray gonna be your quarterback next year. That's what all roads are looking like. That's gonna be the quarterback to save Mike Tomlin's career. You know, in Pittsburgh, I can see Kyler Murray having a rebirth in Pittsburgh. I can see that.
I can see Kyler Murray having a rebirth with the Saints.
He's not that old. You know what I'm saying? All he needs is a great offensive line. I can see that. And the Steelers finally get some. They get a goddamn tradition of getting their wide receivers back again, because they just giving them out. They just giving them away, like fucking George Pickens, bro. I'm always gonna talk shit about the Steelers about that.
Well, I mean, he didn't look too good his last performance, but that's a whole other story. But okay, so let's just get this out the way there. How do you feel about your Steelers, Rob, as far as the totality? Assuming, I mean, let's just say that it is a lock that y'all win a division, y'all go to the playoffs.
What do you expect?
How do you feel about y'all, first round appearance in the playoffs? Do you feel like y'all go finally advance? I mean, it's been a little minute, so
with a non-biased opinion, bro. To be honest with you, it's just kind of looking a little rough. Man, I believe we can still have like a. I feel like we can pull something off, of course, but at the end of the day, though, it's not like we're gonna sit there and like just. I can definitely say we're not gonna sit there and just run straight through the playoffs or have that much confidence to say we're gonna like beat every team in the playoffs almost, or even just beat the teams in our conference basically. Like,
Playoffs slower.
who number one in the conference right now in our conference?
I believe it's
And
the
then,
Bills.
it's the Bills. Okay.
No. It's
The Colts?
Denver.
I thought it was
Denver.
the Colts.
It's Denver.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's just up and down, bro. I mean, we can definitely try to make something shake, but it's just all our defense and our offense, to be honest. Like actually having like consistency, pretty much. We're not a consistent team, and we're not a consistent team for real, because you can obviously see we still a 500 team basically still, and
So
the numbers still.
Just say y'all make the playoffs and y'all have to end up playing Jacksonville. You think y'all can beat Jacksonville?
I got faith. I got faith in us being Jacksonville.
what about the Texans?
I would favor them with the Texans. I would favor the Steelers with the Texans.
Yeah.
You just don't know. You just don't know what version of their quarterback they're gonna get. You don't know which one you're gonna get.
I mean, no, I feel that. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you think about it, well, when you look at it with like Aaron Rodgers against Trevor Lawrence, and then even Aaron Rodgers against what you call it? Yeah, dude from the Texans or whatever.
CJ Stroud.
I'm gonna give him his respects. He just beat Patrick Mahomes in a hell of a game.
Quick snap. It's deflected. Mahomes catches his own pass. He can run with it, but he's brought down back at the 30-yard front. No flag. Mahomes will go down. Thrown down to the Chiefs. And he gets away from Tranquil. So Stroud flips it on the right. Nico Collins has it. Taking off. Getting a block. Collins inside the 20 and inside the 10. 3rd and goal. Chiefs bring it 5. Stroud. Marks walks it in. Touchdown Houston.
To Marks. Just late getting to Stroud, and it was a layup.
2nd and 9. Mahomes scanning, deflected in the air. Intercepted. Jalen Petrie. He'll be marked down right.
And then somehow find it and circle back and makes the interception.
First look covered. Here come the Texans on the rush. They get Mahomes. In the first half, looking for space to load up. Send it downfield towards Hollywood Brown. The touchdown. Hunt inside. Pushing through to the goal line. Mahomes seeks. Takes the shot downfield. Towards Thornton. Who couldn't bring it in? Fake the run there. Get it out quick. And Hunt couldn't bring it in. 3rd and 6. Quarter begins. Mahomes downfield for Hollywood Brown. Intercepted underneath. Kamari Lassiter. Stroud flushed. In trouble. Throwing. Gets rid of it in traffic. It's complete. He's got it here. Dari Ogunbowale to the goal line. He's in. What a touch.
It's the key block. They've been running these duo schemes time after time after time. And let's give Dare a little credit here, right? I promise you, the 2 other
Texans bring 4. Mahomes getting it out. Kelsey couldn't handle it. And Alshire has the interception.
Kelsey had his hands on it and basically hands it back to Alshire off his own helmet, who's there to make the play.
He's got the pressure, but Fairbairn pounds it through. It's going to be a really tough road. Noah Gray has it. He's out at the 45. The clock will run out. And the Houston Texans have come to Kansas City, knocked off the Chiefs to win their 5th consecutive game.
I ain't trying to take it too far. I ain't never seen Patrick play so
Pedestrian.
pedestrian. If that's pedestrian, he's the best fucking quarterback in the league.
Yeah, no bullshit. Him on his worst
If
day is
that
better
is
than half the
pedestrian,
quarterbacks.
I feel sorry for what he does when he's serious, because that nigga did everything for that team last night, and they still 16 drop passes.
Yeah, they had a lot of drop passes. I mean,
You
Rasheed
can't do
White,
it. 16
Rasheed
drop
Reed.
passes and 60 yards from Patrick Mahomes. He can't do it by himself, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you
it
see
was a
the
lot of
ways when
drop
he was
passes.
running short, niggas dropping passes. He having whole temper tantrums. Like,
Travis Kelce got locked up.
oh yeah, he was on the island. He should go ahead and admit that. I already know what it's gonna be like, bro. At the end of the season, that nigga probably called it quits. Mary Taylor Swift. Andy Reid, his system is getting old, outdated. He's gonna retire. And Patrick can question retirement, or he can question go to another team. I can't see the nigga retiring, but he can retire on top and
No,
have a Hall
he's
of Fame.
not gonna retire anytime soon. We got about 10 years before that.
If it ain't with the Chiefs, who you think he going to, bro?
I can't see him leaving the Chiefs. I mean, if there was a case, I mean, I don't know. I feel like all the top teams are solidified with either young quarterbacks or quarterbacks that are on long-term contracts.
He can
Maybe
probably
the
go to San Francisco.
Lions.
He can probably go to San Francisco.
The Lions, San Francisco too.
That'd be a great fit. San Francisco or Los Angeles, another big market team.
Yeah, but
Believe it or not,
Matthew Stafford's locked. He's a lock.
he ain't got 10 years left. Patrick Mahomes got 10 years left.
Yeah, but I think Matthew Stafford got a good 6 years. He ain't that old.
We talking about Tom Brady numbers. You know how old that man is? He's 36, bro.
Hey, I ain't know he's 36. Damn.
He's not young.
Well, give him 3 then. Shit.
Yeah, but back to the Steelers. Back to what y'all was talking about.
I mean, he already said, I mean, I get what you're saying though, Taz. You saying like the top tier teams in the AFC, they might can get y'all number, but with some of the inconsistent teams, inconsistent versus inconsistent, somebody gotta be consistent at something. I don't know, but yeah, I like y'all against the Jaguars. I like y'all against.
You can't tell me. I can see them, like, if they was to fuck around and play I can see them beating them. I can see them beating Denver. If Denver defense don't show up, if it doesn't show up,
it's gonna show up.
That offense is very pedestrian.
Then we beat Denver. I'm realizing that. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, he beat Denver.
I think early season it didn't matter.
I could have sworn we beat Denver. Yeah.
Did y'all beat
Okay. Yeah.
Denver?
Y'all early. Yeah, I could have sworn. Yeah, y'all saying early season. Yeah, I get it. But
Let me
No,
check.
that shit don't matter. Early season don't matter. That wasn't their identity yet.
I mean, but still, I mean, that's a great team regardless. You seen what they became or are becoming.
The defense started off a little slow. That system definitely had to be learned. That's the first time defensive coordinator with that team. That defense had to be learned.
Let me see. I'm trying to find it. Y'all beat the Patriots.
They ain't
Let me
played
see.
nobody. They gonna argue that they played the top defenses, but I want to see the offenses that came with those defenses. Like, cause I swear they haven't beat nobody big other than. Did they beat the Bills or did I know they beat the Buccaneers when they were hot? Buccaneers are falling off of a cliff.
I don't think they beat the Buccaneers. They beat the Colts
They beat
with
the
a
Colts.
healthy Daniel Jones. So y'all big wins are against the Patriots, against the Colts, against the Ravens. And that really might.
The Bengals.
Yeah, y'all had a good
yeah,
one
we
against the
need that winning
Bengals.
back against the Bengals.
Yeah, I don't think y'all can beat them with Joe Burrow. He's a fucking monster.
Yes, man. I mean, he had a great performance against. I mean, now I will say he had some costly turnovers, some crazy turnovers back to back
Two back
plays.
to back. Two back to back. I
Then
said
had a fumble
this.
at the end.
That was the
So
drive. I believe the second one was the drive. No, the first one was the drive to. They looked like they was gonna score, and he
yeah,
came out and did the shit again. I'm like,
yep.
blunders.
It was like a
He
red
does
zone.
that though. He does that though. He tricks
He has
sometimes.
those moments for
He
sure.
has those moments for sure, but he can definitely fucking run and bounce back and end up having 450, 2 picks, 4 touchdowns. Like, that's his stat
He
line now.
could. And Jamar Chase didn't have the best game himself. So
It's like
I
a Kurt
mean,
Warner. Like he's like a fucking Kurt Warner, or OD Kurt Warner. Like Kurt Warner had the passing stats and the passing touchdowns.
Gunshots rained out over the city and had everybody ducking and running, checking for any kind of shelter. Cause them people's more they at it again. If you ain't heard or seen it, then you better pretend. Ain't got no time for stopping, ain't no catching your wind. Got baby mamas on the post telling their daughters come in. Got fathers grabbing sons, where the hell have you been, boy? They all just starting young, I'm talking 13 to 10. They started training in the streets, some type of ghetto battles, but they ain't hooping in no gym, they hoop on crates in the alleys. What else can you shoot a jump shot, sling a rock off from the same spot? You got one gang on this half, the other gang on the other half of the same block. Gunplay on Monday.
You'd be surprised if Kurt Warner. Maybe I'm talking too much. Chicken talk. Niggas casual. But yeah,
Kurt Warner, a Super Bowl MVP, ain't
yeah. I'm just saying, how do niggas know how he played? I'm
he? In the
saying, like,
regular.
dude, like
Yeah, he was kind of like Carson. I don't want to say Carson Wentz. I mean, Carson Wentz was more of a loose cannon, but
Carson
he
Wentz
had
more
that
of a.
like this is about as solid as a quarterback you can have.
I
Had a
consider
cannon.
Carson Wentz respectable. The Vikings were doing good when he was healthy, and then he got hurt, and then they just fell off. So
Yeah, but
Carson
he was
Wentz,
still tricking.
he was still tricking, but he could manage. He could be an Alex Smith. He could definitely be today's Alex Smith. He is a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, maybe not. But just real quick, since we brought up the Bengals and what Joe Burrow did yesterday, even though he had a great game, well, a decent game, all considered with the turnovers and stuff like that. But I also gotta give credit to Josh Allen actually winning the game.
Brown trying to find daylight. Burrows ahead, still goes, and finds the end zone. Burrow lofting end zone. Higgins didn't get his feet in. He did. Allen's in trouble. Steps up, throws. He's got an open man and a first scrambles. Nobody open. Backs up, heaves, end zone. He's running it through there.
Y'all doing nigga dishes at the
It's just,
shot.
it's incredible. He knows where to put the cape on.
Stay vicious. Can't can't wait to come home. Stay crazy. Plug just got a no job. He ain't busy. If he sideways, nigga hang up. Came to a slack, blew off his small Jacob. Had Billy put your whole block in the banker. Chrome 800 had his brains fly an acre. I was 10 to 4 door Ferrari with my Draco. When I come through like Silent Undertaker. Fucking from the back, when she comes, she a shaker. Gucci rug, postcode, couch, vanilla wafer. I was rocking runway, walking on water. Soundtrack, say the one on revolver. Money on your head, and come through like a Rover. Chill, day, Virgin Louis hoodie, and joggers. I'm off in this defense, going back and forth after arguments. Who got the best smoking
Throws back that way. Touchdown. He's pressured. He's got a ton of room. There goes Josh Allen.
Millionaire in the crew, not enough. I say kingpins crumble, empires turning dust. Held down another count alarms, go need about a month. Please keep me out the stunts before I beat you out your fronts, nigga. Yeah, my catalog will go to Alabama, batting Hall of Fame numbers before you had to start. I got a classic on. Or West was cooking bricks in the air fryer. I was dead by it, drying hundreds with a hair dryer. Trench coats, we gotta dress like Russians. Just even in airports, rappers get checked like customs. If I'm WWE, then y'all motherfuckers. See, they provoke me and then y'all quote me. Low key, y'all should blame the niggas that wrote me. When I put another rapper head on the shelf like a trophy. Dark skin, bald head, mama's boy, niggas is chodies. For looks and all that free promotion, and thanks for that rollie. It's Bush.
Jackson Hawes. Rookie out of Georgia Tech who's been vital in the run game as they've leaned on that in recent weeks. Into the blitz, wants T. Higgins. He's got him. Higgins fights through contact for the... Allen dances and runs, and Josh Allen looking for the knockout blow. High steps his way to it. Josh Allen put him on his back today. Not a sure thing coming into the day. Sitting at 8-4 in the last playoff spot.
You know, that was a hell of a shootout, to be honest, because they came back, fourth quarter, got like 2-3 scores. I know Josh Allen had a nice little run in the end zone for like a good 40-some yards. A clutch-ass run, like. So, you know, the Bills, they had just as mediocre of a season as the Chiefs and even some other teams that we thought would have been prolific this year, the Ravens, or maybe you could throw the Lions in there, I guess. But they did have a good win against the Bengals, so I do want to give them their respects. And, again, Josh Allen had like 4 touchdowns, had like probably 350-some yards total, something like that. Didn't have too much help from the wide receivers. He found Shakur in the end zone like the first drive of the game. But other than that, Dalton Kincaid and even more so Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox was looking like a dog. Like Dawson Knox was looking like how he was looking 3 years ago, like when he was the starter. So, I mean, if they can get that 12 personnel working, along with that run game, James Cook did fumble again this week. He fumbled last week, well, the week prior, and then he fumbled this week. So, I mean, I hope that's not a big concern that he got fumbleitis, but he did have 80-some yards, and he had a big run for one of those drives that they got a touchdown. So, you know, I just want to shout out the Bills real quick. Just you know, keep an eye out for them because they can also get hot towards the end of the season. They got a lot of big games, I think, including my Philadelphia Eagles. So, you know, they probably can make some upsets happen in both the AFC and NFC. So, shout out to the Bills, man. They had a good win against set Bengals.
Pause for a second on the pod, but yeah, if you driving, definitely be careful out this motherfucker.
Luckily, this shit ain't sticking like that, but you definitely got to watch out for this you know, slickness. That one curve, drive slow, baby. But yeah, we ain't got to harp too much on. Well, let me just get through the rest of the other games. The Lions, they smacked the Cowboys.
2nd and 6. To the outside goes the pass. Rookie. Catch is made on the run. St. Brown. St. Brown inside the 10. Through the middle. Into the end zone for a Lions touchdown.
Rattledge right there on Sam Williams. That allows Gibbs to get downhill.
Throws, it's caught. To the outside goes Ferguson. The ball is out. The ball is out, and the Lions look like they're on top of the play. Looks
looks like that. That's just a hustle play by Jack Campbell. What you'd expect from him. And then, of course, Brian Branch is
Second and 10. Montgomery breaking tackles. Inside the 10, he goes to the end zone for the touchdown.
Would allow him to be able to get into the teeth of that defense, and that's what Montgomery brings. The physicality. We know about Gibbs, how quick and elusive he is.
He's forward for 25 yards or more. Meanwhile, it's deflected, intercepted by the Lions.
That slant, that's been their go-to. And I think that left-hander, Robertson, got in there to be able to keep it away from Pickens being able to make it.
To the end zone, open touchdown.
Man-to-man at East Carolina, learning how to play zone. That time,
Pressure. Off his back foot, throws, and that is pulled into. Back to the ground. Williams breaking tackles. Give it to him, and into the end zone, 2nd and 5. Prescott throwing wide open, and into the end zone. Moving, throws, and that is pulled in. Off in the pocket. Fired, caught on the run, and taking it inside the 30. He can only bottle him up so long. Touchdown. Play action. Fire over the middle. Big gain inside the 30-yard line. St. Brown. Give it to him to the outside. Blocking. And into the end zone.
he's got to make a play out in space. Takes on Rebel. Buries him. The kid walking.
Prescott dancing. Fires over the middle. And that is going to be picked off.
I can't remember the game, but all I know is they put them basically out of playoff contention. They still got life, so they will have to win out. But, you know, we'll see how that goes with the Cowboys. For all those Cowboys fans out there, I just, you know, want to make sure I ain't forget about y'all. But, yeah, the Lions had a big-time win, 44 points. Yeah, David Montgomery had 60 yards on the ground. Jahmyr Gibbs had 40 yards on the ground, but 3 touchdowns. Oh, Jameson Williams didn't have a touchdown. I'm tripping. Isaac Tesla, the rookie, he had a touchdown. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, good win for the Lions. Also, shout out to the Titans and Browns game. That was a good game.
Looking to throw, back and open. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Hey, extra lineman in, and there goes Tony Pollard. And Pollard up across the 45 and across midfield. What a block downfield. Pollard still going. Unbelievable run. He's going to take it to the house for a touchdown, Titans. Will dump it off to Judkins, who's got blockers in front. Quick shot on Judkins. And Judkins down the sideline with blazing speed. Oh, just Sanders to throw, floats for the end zone. Catch made. Dive for Sanders. Well protected. And there's Jerry Jeudy. And he's off. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. And Myers open. He was for a moment at the 30, but it's intercepted by Xavier Woods on the overthrow. Woods back inside the 40. Make it 17, and Howard straight up the gut. Howard to the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. Dylan Sampson has it. Moves upfield. Ball comes out, and the Titans have it at the 26. Cedric Gray on the recovery. Runs it back inside the goal for Ward. Fires. Caught. Touchdown, Titans. DK. It's a first down for Sanders, who's ready to throw it and completes it. Fannin Jr., the leading for Sanders, and that's caught. Larvadin. Sanders hesitates, and he gets away. Sanders will keep, and to the end zone. Shador Sanders. And underneath it's Sampson, and Dylan Sampson running through the Titans before he gets to the... Sanders fires from the end zone, open! Leaping up and grabbing it! Defending him, Howard trying to stall for time, and every second matters as he's dancing around. They come in the other way, and the clock is running. Down to the 46. Well, the headline was about defense, and Miles
Garrett coming in, but the rookie quarterbacks put on quite a show as 1 second remains. Let's see if
with Shador and Cam Ward going at it. That was just good for the culture. Glad to see them boys have a good, duel for their rookie season.
Why the head coach?
Shavansky, yeah, he got to go.
Why? They're tanking.
They are tanking, but at the same time, you still got to give Shador a chance to
You ain't see
get
that
those
last
good
play.
reps.
They don't want to win. They didn't want to win the games. It's a
Like,
tanking war between them and Tennessee.
yeah, if you look at it at that aspect, that's why I won't really so super critical. But I think he still will get tight fired. But I mean, at the same time, yeah, you got Tennessee versus the Browns, and they're not trying to win games because they're trying to get good talent next year. So if you look at it as that aspect, if you look at it at that aspect, then it ain't no real harm done type shit. But it still was kind of egregious that Shador didn't get his opportunities to cash in. Maybe they could have did some trick and tank plays later on through the game, which they kind of did. But actually, they didn't. They actually had a phenomenal comeback. It was how did they lose the game? I forgot. I think it was definitely a turnover because the
A
Browns
trick play.
they were in winning position. Was that the Wildcat?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Junkins. Yeah. And then he threw that trick ass shit. Okay, yeah, so yeah, never mind. I mean, if that's for the game, I understand, and I'm not mad at it at all. But still, this is twice back-to-back weeks. I mean, I guess what I'm getting at is if you go sabotage things, at least have Shador out there to learn for those sabotages. Don't just completely take them out. But I don't know, man. I mean, it's a win. Like I said in the chat, that game was a win-win for everybody because Shador got to show off that what he did a couple weeks ago ain't so much of a fluke. And even when they lost, I forgot who they played. They lost to somebody. I think it was San Francisco. We had the first drive that they had, he led them to a good touchdown. So through all 3 weeks that Shador has started or played, he's been looking like the answer. So yeah, it ain't like he would have. It's a win-win, man. Because putting him out the game, you give him the excuse to say, well, it wasn't my fault. He has the automatic excuse. He ain't even got to say that. So, he got a lot of good leeway for him bolting up next year. Next year I think it's going to be maybe a shorter leash. But at the same time, what he's doing now, it should be able to propel him to a nice offensive start. Whether the Browns win games or not, Shador should still look solid for next year coming up. And he got a training camp and all that. Should be the starter. If Deshaun Massage Watson come back, who knows? But I think Shador got it locked up. And then, Cam Ward. Of course, they're trying to tank too type shit, but it was good seeing him have a nice offensive game.
Truck stick the fuck out, dude.
You said what?
He truck stick the fuck out that cornerback.
Yeah, he sure did. Knocked that nigga to the ground and everything. Got a completion and everything. But DK, he's been nice. I've been seeing him pop up for the Texans a lot. I mean, for the Titans a lot. So, yeah, DK, he's going to be a nice weapon for them in the future. And then, shout out to a UNC team member. You get it, UNC Unk. But yeah, shout out to my nigga from the Unk squad, Tony Pollard. I think this is probably his 10th, 11th year. I'm not sure, but he had a flashback yesterday. Had a nice little early touchdown. I think he had 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he had nice 2 breakaway touchdowns, I believe. So, yeah, man, had 120-something yards on the ground. Probably had some in the air, too. So, nice seeing him be productive.
Imagine you playing that over.
Yeah, it would have been a nice hit. A nice smooth hit. I know the lives was hitting.
Them lives, bro. You don't fuck with the live result bets? I mean, the live drive bets?
On a single drive?
Yeah, it'd be the result. What you think the result gonna be?
Yeah, not really.
Bro, that shit'll win you some money, bro.
I might fuck with it, but I ain't too keen on it. But yeah, just but yeah, shout out to Shador and Cam specifically, man. It's just good seeing them. They had a lot of good, off-season training sessions and stuff like that, when they was basically like in the same quarterback drills and stuff like that. They was talking their shit, talking about, what they were going to be in the league and all that. So it was nice to see them go from that to actually playing against each other and having both of them having really good games and stuff like that. So, and let's also keep in mind 2 black quarterbacks. So shout out to them, man, and best wishes for them in the future, and hopefully they can keep the offensive consistency going. It'll be good for the league and good for the culture. But yeah, other than that, another game, the Bears and Packers. The Packers got a good win against the Bears.
Stands in, slips ahead, it's intercepted, another turnover. C.J. Gardner-Johnson has it, looking for blocks, and he's inside. Williams in deep trouble. Here comes Micah Parsons, zips it away and incomplete, out of bounds. Here's Jacobs on 3rd and short, first down and more for Jacobs. The fake, Tom, and he's got a man wide open, and it's caught for a big play and a first. Love has time, floats one, Watson, no! Touchdown, Packers!
That allows a one-on-one matchup with a receiver on a safety. Watson on Byard. Not a great matchup for Byard. You see Watson's speed.
He's missed the last 3 games. The speedy rookie, Love, loading up, going deep, down the field, has a man, it's caught! Touchdown, Bo Melton!
Kind of a variation of cover 2, but there's nobody on the back half of the field.
Williams thinking about running, going to take off, look at him fly. Here's Williams looking to change that, and he does with a strike over the middle to Love. Looking deep, not there, in trouble, runs away again, and now rifles one deep, and it's caught! Play fake, Williams looking, throwing, it is caught! Touchdown! Anangai off the cut, and he is in! What a run! Now Green Bay gets Gene Reeves back involved on the jet sweep, makes a man miss, and he's got a first down. Love on a play fake, quick throw, Watson with the speed, Christian Watson in a foot race, and he's gonna win it. Touchdown, Green Bay.
In on Gardner-Johnson on the slant, and that's just an open space. You put all those bodies at the line of scrimmage like the Bears defense did.
A little confused. Manunga takes advantage in a big way for Manunga. They're going to try and fake here. A little shovel pass to Swift. Good block. First down, DeAndre Swift. They will run it to Swift, who's got another first down. And DeAndre Swift, an alignment in motion. He gets cut. Williams floats it the other way. It's caught for a touchdown. There is the run to Jacobs, who makes a couple great moves for Jacobs. Here's Love. Play fake. Looking for Watson. Instead, it's Reed in the same. Green Bay. Get to the outside. Jacobs. Can he get there? Swift. He breaks through. Josh Jacobs taken down. 3rd and goal. It is Jacobs plowing up the middle. Josh Jacobs.
The top of the screen, and it's McLeod. Not a big corner, very physical going on.
Williams looking, throwing, and intercepting. Keyshawn Nixon and the Packers will win it.
The Bears, they just recently had the number 1 seed in the NFC, and they dropped down to the 7th seed. So that tells you about the NFL season. But yeah, like the Packers, they got the job done more so defensively than offensively. And that's also a great compliment for their defense, because Jordan Love had 3 touchdowns, I believe. He had 3 touchdowns. He had 2 to Christian Watson. The first touchdown he had was to Christian Watson, and it was a nice little cross route that he got some space against my guy CJ GJ, who had a good interception in the first quarter, but after that was getting a little toasted and roasted. But yeah, Christian Watson had a nice little breakaway touchdown, and then the defense kind of held on, got a nice little stop. The Bears got a field goal, and then Jordan Love started driving the ball again, found Melton for a touchdown, got him to like, I think 17-3 at that point, and then the Bears started getting a little offensive consistency. I forgot who scored the first couple touchdowns. I know Loveland had the last touchdown at the end of the game. when they had another. That was the drive before the drive where they almost could have won it, but Caleb Williams threw an interception in the end zone, and that basically was it for that. But the Bears, they didn't do too bad. They had a good couple offensive drives, like second half type shit, or really like second quarter and beyond. But yeah, like the Packers, they did enough for them to neutralize their offense. Now you do got to give the Bears some grace because they ain't have Odunze. He was out for this game, so that's their WR1. So not having him does take a lot from their offense, but still, I just like how the Packers defense made Caleb Williams rush a lot more. And when I say rush, I don't mean like rush yards or go for rushes. I mean more so like get him out the pocket and make him run sideline to sideline and try to put a time clock on his throws or whatever. So, or his progressions. So, and Caleb Williams was doing some he was throwing some good passes in those situations. He was doing a good job, but again, got caught with an interception. I think it was some plays where he just had to throw the ball out of bounds because, Lord behold, here comes Micah Parsons just rushing, just like I'm talking about speed demon. Like when the pocket gets heavy and you got to get out that motherfucker and somebody is running, it's usually Micah Parsons and he is hawking shit. So he didn't get a sack, but he had a lot of pressures, had a lot of disruptive plays, and it also helped for the rest of the line. Gary made some good plays. I forgot old boy name. Edrin James, not Edrin James. Edrin something, but he made a lot of plays too himself. So the secondary was decent. Again, Keyshawn Nix, he had the game sealing interception in the red zone. So the Packers, to me, they still kind of strike me as like one of the best teams in the NFC, like regardless of record or resume or whatever. If you just talk about pure talent, they have everything you can ask for in the team. They have a damn good quarterback who has playoff experience. They have one of the best running backs in Josh Jacobs, who had a nice little run at the end of the game, had a nice little drive at the end of the game. He had a nice little cutback, almost had a touchdown, made like three niggas collide into each other. It was just looking all bad on the replay. But Josh Jacobs, he's a hell of a dog. Again, they're getting all their wide receivers back healthy. Tristan Watson, he's looking healthy off of ACL. He's been productive since coming back. They just got Reed back, and he had a nice couple early plays. Romeo Dobbs, Davion Wicks or something like that. Wicks, who had a nice game the previous game, by the way. No Tucker Kraft still, so you got to see how that bowled out for them in the rest of the season. But my boy Luke Musgrave, he was looking phenomenal. He's been looking productive since losing Tucker Kraft. So, and he used to be the starting tight end for them years before Tucker Kraft came. So, offensively they look complete. Defensively, like I said, you got Michael Parsons along with all those other players that they got. A couple All Pros, McKinney and Valentine. He ain't All Pro, but Valentine, he's always been nice for them. Couple other players that I'm kind of blanking out on, but yeah, Rashad Gary, all them. Phenomenal defense, and yeah, like they got everything you can ask for. So I would still look out for the Packers. It's hard to say if they're the best team. I don't know who else you can say because everybody else has kind of been like a little iffy. The Rams, they had a nice bounce back win.
Stafford, what a catch. Nakua, only McBride of Arizona. Wide open, it's Nakua on cue. It's Corum. Cuts to the outside, inside the 10 to the 5. Here's Corum. He's been a workhorse on this drive. He takes it into the end zone.
When I was born, it was slow. I was never gonna be shit. Apple Vision Pro with the Oculus.
Stafford looking to throw. Wow. What a catch. Nakua does it again. It ends 13 personnel as Kyron Williams takes it in for a wrap.
With the hood, had to tell my young homie use a pace that. You can hold more in the chase side. Put my line on some straight pack.
He knows he can put it anywhere close to their body. It's called. This one is caught. On second down, Stafford steps, throws, caught.
Now the situation had to be a G about. Gang gang, come and see what we about. Shook it up like an iPhone. Now I had to undo the changes. Get back to my old ways. Homie, I've been reaching up for greatness. Every time I had fell down, got right back up on the pavement. Ever since my first placement, knew that we was on some outer space shit.
Touchdown, Parkinson. Stafford's family, Rams and Cardinals. And this pass is picked off. 2023. Now Stafford fires downfield.
Y'all wanna know why I won't slip?
Touchdown.
Came in this game, I was green, created a scene and then wrote me a script. Call up an engineer, tell him the power of the Pro Tools and load me a clip. This is Shaq going up for a
On first down, it's Corum.
My wake-up clock alarm is ticking.
And he is going to take
Everybody's not equipped for this trip, it's a long mission.
48 yards.
Every time I walk out the crib, I
They put up 45 against somebody. Sorry, I forgot. Let me go back real quick.
Was it the Raiders?
Was somebody
Was
sorry?
it Arizona?
Yeah. Most of the Rams points came from the running backs. Kyron Williams had a nice game. Had like, I think 100, at least 80 some yards, 2 touchdowns. Blake Corum, he had like, I think he was the one who had 100 some yards. I'm not sure, but I know both of them was like hella productive. So both of them had 3 touchdowns combined, and then Puka had a touchdown. I think he had like 100 some yards. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Like they got back now. Who did they lose to?
Adams, touchdown. Just like that. Sure. Young with a nice throw to the sideline, and it's a first down for Jalen Coker. Done it twice on this drive. Trying to do it again with Hubbard. Big hole. There he goes. Big play. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown.
The tight end in motion, what that does is just creates numbers on the edge. So now you got basically 3-on-2. But back.
Stafford. Batted in the air. It's picked off. Into the hands of the former LA Ram, Nick Scott. 4-man rush. Stafford. Into a tight window to Nakua. Picked off by Mike Jackson. And Jackson gets the block to take it home.
Over that. Unfortunately, Matt Stafford leaves it just a little bit behind Puka Nakua, and that's all it takes. Great job jumping in. Look, unfortunately, sometimes the touchdowns come in bunches.
Pressure coming from Carolina. That gets picked up nicely, and that opens up Xavier Smith with speed and a spin to his right. Plants and throws back of the end zone, right on cue. Down in 10. Stafford takes a shot for Smith with speed. He's got him against Jackson. It's a run play. It is Corum fighting for the end zone. Timeout after that first down play. Now it's Dowdle. There's his best run of the day. Into Rams territory. Extra body, they do. Young throws, tight window, it's caught by Coker. Trying to plug that up, so one-on-one opportunity. It's caught by Coker for the touchdown. His first of the year.
Coker is a big target. Going up against Forbes, who's played really, really well for the Rams. But man, you just get one step on him, and again, I think it's the...
Here come the Rams, down by 3, and Blake Corum. Big Ten back, gets a Big Ten block. And Blake Corum with a big run. Stafford floats it. Nakua's the target. Oh! Puka. Run play. Bang it away. Touchdown Rams. Backs in this set. Young nearly saw some pressure. Got it to Dowdle, who makes a man miss in Forbes. Makes Kitchens miss on this crucial 4th down. Young, McMillan, got it! Touchdown! Panthers lead!
Is making his way through the progression, and just the way that he layered this ball up over the top.
Stafford gets brought down. That ball came out. Derek Brown the hit, and DJ won him the ball. Flags come flying in at the end of the play. Young, shot for the win. It is held on to by Coker. Small lead on Arizona in the final.
Oh, they lost to the Panthers a week prior, yeah. Shout out to the Panthers for getting a good win against them. They Bryce Young, he was looking hella proficient. You know, Chuba Hubbard, he was looking like 2024 Chuba Hubbard. So they had a good game or a good win against them. But yeah, the Rams, it really won't there much. Well, the defense could have did better against the Panthers, but yeah, when Matthew Stafford throwing picks here and there, that's a concern. But again, nice bounce back win against whoever the fuck they played yesterday. I wish I could find it. Yeah, the Cardinals. Okay, my bad. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm ready to say that the Rams are just all that, even though they had a fluke loss type shit. I still think they're just as much as tied with the Packers, if anything. So I'll probably say those are the two best teams in the NFC. But we still got a little time to see who can separate. All right, but let me finish this off. Jaguars, they got a good win against the Colts, even though Daniel Jones is now officially out for the season off of Achilles. So the Colts' dreams for the playoffs is looking really, really, really dim. Sucks to see. Hopefully, Jonathan Taylor continues to be productive, because at one point, like 2 weeks ago, he was looking like the MVP. Or maybe you could have said Matthew Stafford, but it's hard to dispute the numbers that Jonathan Taylor is putting up to say that he couldn't have been an MVP caliber player or the MVP. But again, Daniel Jones, he was balling out the whole season, and now that he's out, you got a lot to replace with that. So that might hurt Jonathan Taylor in a sense, but if he can still go crazy, hopefully he can win OPOY. But if not, we know that he had a nice year, and we would know why he kind of fell off, I guess. But yeah, it sucks for the Colts. Vikings, they got a good win against the Commanders. We can just go ahead and skip over that because
we can go skip over that.
Someone's done with the season. But I would just like to say, please sit Jaden Daniels out. Hopefully he is out for the season. He just needs to rest, tank the season, get a nice draft pick, keep it moving. But yeah, don't put him in the game no more, man. Let that boy get ready for next season. Now I will say, I will be highly critical of how he plays next season, because, like I was saying in the chat, he was one of the 6 quarterbacks took in the first round in last year's draft, with Caleb Williams being number 1, and then Jalen Daniels following. Then you got Drake May and Bo Nix, McCaffrey. McCarthy. But yeah, JJ McCarthy, who else I'm forgetting? Michael Penix Jr. I believe that's it. But yeah, I'm going to have some questions about Jaden Daniels and how he looks, because you can't just get overlapped in the draft like that. What all of those quarterbacks have done this year outside of JJ and Michael, they're probably better than what Jaden did last year in the regular season. Now, the playoffs, hard to top that, because what the Commanders did to the Lions last year was still a shellacking, and I still think they're suffering from it a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, there's a chance that Drake May, Caleb Williams, and I would probably leave it at that, I guess. Bo Nix, maybe. They probably got a chance to overlap Jaden. Now, I'll give Jaden the nod, because, again, the playoffs do mean a lot more. But yeah, there's definitely gonna be some criticism coming my way for Jaden Daniels next year, and it doesn't help that I'm a division rival fan, so that's all I'm gonna say. But I'm gonna let it rest for this season. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because after this, I'll leave y'all alone, even though we see y'all twice. But I ain't gonna go crazy about that. And you bet not either if y'all sneak a fucking win. But yeah, I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna let y'all chill. It's DC, so it's close enough to home. I'll leave y'all alone. But yeah, also, just to finish up, Dolphins, Jets, who cares? But the Dolphins did put up 34 points, so, I mean, good for them. The Saints got a upset against the Buccaneers. I didn't really watch that game, so I ain't got too much for it other than the fact that the Saints beat the Buccaneers. That's crazy.
And up the middle it goes. Caught on the play hole. The back right here. And up the middle they go. Caught by Johnson. Stumped. Bailey on the move. And that is a run by the rookie
It's frozen and shit. You come in, picture shit, don't even know you exist. My band from the 80s, my Nike from 96. Do this shit for my niggas, ain't got no skills for this, but they got skills for this. But that shit could get them killed. Sparked up in the back, I'm wiping down my rim. Grand shine on my tires, I'm feeling good on my whip. Live the fuck down, we came back again. Thinking we wouldn't spend, they'll never think again. They'll never catch us, they'll never win.
Down he goes. And the call for drill down the plane. He was stopped. Bill behind his own blocker and testing up. It's Mayfield. It's intercepted on the play by Taylor. He's getting blocked. It's 1st and 10. Here goes Shook on the move again. He can see it being chased. He's in for the touchdown.
On the opening drive of the game, they come back to it a second time. And this time, Shook's able to take it to 1st and 10. With the handoff here. Here's Tucker, 1st and 10. Approach. Breaking tackles. Oh, Tucker, the call. Dives. Touchdown. 3rd and 10. And caught on the play for the first time. Hangs the block at the left tackle. Up the middle to go. Olave again. Tottenham in. The pump fake. Goes off the kneel. And he stiff arms his way down the sideline. Shot. Oh, here they come up the middle. He got away from one. He got away from them. Here he goes. Touchdown. The yard line. Here he's going low.
Over the pylon easily. That's field to the end. Check room of the block. Low. Bring it in.
He's got to get to the 30. They're gonna. I mean, the final 2 minutes. You see there, it's short. He's touched.
What a day for this rookie quarterback, Tyler Shough. Just a gigantic game by the rookie quarterback out of Louisville.
Baker Mayfield, where you at? And it's not like they was missing too many weapons. I mean, what, they had Ibuka back, they had Godwin back. They had most of their weapons back outside of Mike Evans.
On everything, I dead ass wanted to put them on the ticket as, you know, like the sleeper team just to pull off a win. Man, that shit, oh my God, bro. That would have been a nice low payout. That's crazy.
Hey, my boy Threezy, man, you put a golden ticket together, man, putting that quarterback for a rushing touchdown. That's a nice call.
Yeah.
I seen a bullshit parlay. Somebody put it for 2 touchdowns. Like they really fucking knew. It was some crazy parlay. I'm like, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me. How the fuck you knew?
Fuck, you know some shit like that.
Motherfucker put like $50 or $100 on that bitch. You really knew the script?
Yeah, like, nigga knew the hands.
Because you definitely didn't think of that.
You can't sit here and tell me a nigga thought of that.
But yeah, you know, we'll see how that looked for the Buccaneers. They were one of the top teams at one point. So with them losing, that's a little setback for them. Oh, let me not forget Seattle. Also, shout out to Seattle. They're one of the top teams in the NFC. I think they're on that same tier with the Packers and the Rams. So I will say that. They had a good win against the Falcons. Basically shut them out for most part. So yeah, good win for Seattle. The Falcons. Damn. At least Atlanta got the music scene, man, because the Falcons, man, once again.
Hey, bro, you think it's cheating to, like, you know, like how, I think I'm on to something. You know, like how, and this is a side thing. You know how, like, you on FanDuel, DraftKings, and you see, like, the money line games, like, you see, like, how many games come on. Say it's like NBA Wednesday or something, and a slate of 12 games come on, right? So, like, you pick the 12 games, you take the 12 games, right? And you go to ChatGPT, right? And you tell ChatGPT, out of these 12 games, can you give me 30 different outcomes and 30 different ticket forms, right? Would that be cheating? Like it?
Nah. I mean, I don't even think ChatGPT
would aid in something like that. You think so?
I think they would just start kicking the suggestions and shit like that. Because I actually, it's funny you say that. I actually tried that last night because I did something. That ticket that I sent you that just epically crashed, by the way. That was such a horrible ticket. I'm never putting some shit like that again. But yeah, like, so I was using this junk called Outlier. Like, shout out to Outlier for those who use Outlier, little player projection type shit. And, like, I was just, seeing what the props was looking like off what I was putting in for the odds and hit rates and stuff like that. And I accidentally hit, like, the help option or something like that. And it went to, like, the Outlier AI. So I was like, let me try something. I put in, based off of the projections I just put in, what would the odds be, or what is the most favorable picks for these games or something like that. And they basically just gave me a manual of how to look up player pops. So basically they ain't do shit for a nigga. So I don't think that maybe I asked it wrong or worded it wrong, but I don't think that they're going to be like, well, sometimes if you go on Twitter and you ask the Gronk jump, if you ever seen that.
Oh yeah, Gronk. See, Gronk ain't got no fucking. It's unfiltered. It's like Twitter.
Yeah. So it's more so like a suggester than anything. But I seen people ask like for touchdown projections, and they'll be like, "Oh, so and so has been on the streak. They're most likely to get it." Blah blah blah. But they ain't really saying too much because the odds will tell you that.
Yeah.
So I don't think AI ain't go factually bank you something. Maybe if you ask it right. But I don't think
you putting down 12 games and you telling the Joan to give you 30 different outcomes of those 12 games of like that should be crazy because it'll come up with 30
still
different
suggestions
outcomes.
though. It's still suggestions.
Yeah, it's still suggestions, but maybe you could do something with that. I don't know. That's just a gamble. That's just a gamble.
Yeah.
Money line tricky anyway. If you're doing long, it's all right if he's doing like 3 legs, but like 7 to 8 legs, it's challenging.
Yeah.
It's challenging as a bitch. I try to stick to NBA, bro. But yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, we can actually get back to that, I guess, at the end because I think it's ain't too many NBA games on today, and then we got the Monday night game. But we can get to that a little later, I guess. Just to finish this up though, ain't too many other notable. The Broncos, I think they just wrapped up their division, getting a win against the Raiders. Tomato, I guess. I mean, if you care. And then again, the Texans, they had a good win against the Chiefs. Shout out to Nico Collins. He put up some big time numbers. CJ Stroud himself making some good plays here and there. And then, the run game was solid enough. And then, the defense. They might do have the best defense in the league. They just have so many dynamic playmakers, especially on that line. But even the secondary is phenomenal. Even the linebackers, again, oh boy, I forget. I forget how to pronounce his name, but he nice though. He always been nice. But he locked up Travis Kelce. He might be all pro. I think he a linebacker. I'm not too sure. I don't know, but all I know was he was on Travis Kelce and he was clamping him. So they got phenomenal defense, man. So shout out to the Texans, and they're behind the Jaguars in the division. So maybe they can catch them, but you got a nice little race in the NFC South, and with the Colts basically looking like they out. It's looking like Jaguars and Texans in the playoffs, so we'll see how that go. Just to cover this last game for the week, Monday Night Football, Eagles versus Chargers. Now, before I get to the game itself, I do want to highlight that the Eagles are on a 2-game losing streak after losing to the Cowboys.
Hurts throwing it to A.J. Brown. Hurts design run up the middle. He goes. Jalen Hurts still going. He's in. Hurts shove forward. He's in. Steps away.
See, I came a long way from the bottom.
Good play.
Now I'm around the globe doing shows and these sexual models. In a whole nother country, having this shit. Talking euros to pesos and dollars. This shit crazy for real. I just split up a million in case they say to my mama. If you owe me some money, just keep it, my nigga. I swear on my kids, I'm not bothered. Nah, feel like gay and I'm wrong with the collar. Ain't gonna lie, I'll probably be still with the shit if I ain't had my son and my daughter. Shit, it really ain't many that's harder than me telling nigga who numbers is larger. Shit, I only start rapping to get out the streets and to make this like better for Carter. Never sat on the bitch, I'm a starter. But I swear it was times that I went through the struggle. Remember, I took on my car. Damn, now these people see me and be starstruck. Man, I can't even wait in the line to get coffee. I gotta call in to get Starbucks. But it's cool, it's the life that we pray for. Should I rather be traveling and get to the cake? How you ain't got no pay, but you laid up? Now my family pray for me, I'm prayed up. If I hop in that car knowing shit, you gon' live, I put this on my soul, I won't say nothing. Had to get out the streets and the case coming know the boys can't compete because the case study. But I know how it is in the street, so I focus on money. Baby, look like a case number. Man, I just went go-yo to my bags. When Balenciaga my clothes, I black on my whip shit. That's probably why niggas been mad. Or it might be because I went up. Got a big ass house with a 6-car garage and like 3 of them truck in the front. Let me check, cause I'm humble as fuck. Yeah, them niggas can pop, but when it's a statement, just spin it, I'm obviously up. Them 600 niggas is tough. They can say what they want about this nigga, but all of us even keep wanting for nothing. Y'all can keep a little beef on money. But a PI play dropping like 20K, they gon' have that boy rap like a mummy. Man, I swear these little niggas is funny. How you think we competing? You on the same bed? I just made me some millions off country.
Blitz coming, Prescott over the middle. It is caught inside George Pickens again, and he's down to the Aubrey up, and he's got it. The Cowboys win.
Than to have Aubrey out there, the best player at his position in the entire league, drilling it home on a 42-yarder.
Yeah, we lost to them. Had a 21 lead and just epically collapsed offensively and defensively. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb was just going crazy, and Ferguson here and there. They made a lot of key plays in the run game too. So, they got a good division game against us. So I don't want to move past that. And also the Chicago Bears, they got a good win against us. Just put an absolute shellacking, an absolute bullying against us.
Commit the man in motion. Manungai cuts it back and toss to him.
Fucking with them perks, I pray the Lord don't take my soul. Every time I go through shit, I get right back in that mode. I face all my problems head up, I'm so like fuck it, gotta run my bread up. I'm back on the road. If I touch a mic 10 times, nigga, that's an MO show. Every day I'm popping out fly, I spin the MO clothes. Even though I'm spiraling out my mind, I ain't spinning shit on the hoe. Heard niggas talk down on Herbo like I ain't did shit for the bro. Like I ain't spinning M on the bros. Like I ain't put on for the block of the ball, another watch, but I spent it on balls. Like I ain't make it happen when a nigga got shot, got try even the scope. Like I ain't hit niggas OGs when they was in need, don't nobody know. Like Sleeves won't let me jump in with a block on the ski, cause he know I blow. Like Wop won't hit my line when the bricks outside, cause he know I do. Like Dredge won't witness his big cuz going on missions, he know I ain't fall. Like Dake ain't run up a million for practicing all the shit that I showed. Like Big Op ain't go from Savage to rapper from listening to what I told. I'm still sticking to the code, trying to get a win. I'm coming right back off a win, trying to win again. I need mercy on my soul, cause I live in sin. I had real friends switch on me for dividends. I'm still sticking to the code, trying to get a win. I'm coming right back off a win, trying to win again. I need mercy on my soul, cause I live in sin. I had real friends switch on me for dividends. I'm grateful for my fans. I started rapping in 2010. Got turned, I went up 10. I'm trying to run up 10 again. I grew up gangster, wanna be a businessman like 50 Cent. Got labels asking about my master, cause I got 50%. Right now I'm venting, I'm saying some shit I thought I'd never admit. Made my first M, got down to my last 10K, I'll never forget. Judge had me stuck in the rack, I was post-traumatic, got caught with a blink. Me and Oz put in them hours, I dropped my album and went up 6. Seen the Reaper was running with killers on hits, then repeat, I ain't repent. I was built for this, nigga lost my problems, got knee deep, but I ain't quick. And my heart too big, let niggas take advantage of me, try and make it legit. I kicked it, but I'm in so much pain, I relapsed back on the kick. I'm still sticking to the code, trying to get a win. I'm coming right back off a win, trying to win again. I need mercy on my soul, cause I live in sin.
You had some costly turnovers with Jalen Hurts and then some errant passes by Jalen Hurts. It was really a Jalen Hurts terrible fiasco. So, and also defensively, we was just some cupcakes out there, allowing 200 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground with Swift and Bola, I think that's his name. But yeah, like they just absolutely ran the shit out the ball, and then Caleb Williams made a lot of key plays too. So, both of those teams, I took my cap off to them, blase blah, they got to win. But now we on to this game with the Chargers. Hopefully what the Eagles did in those following 2 weeks, those last 2 weeks, can get shored up. First and foremost, the run game, defensively for us, we damn sure need to clamp that shit up. We got to get some control in the fucking trenches because we can't allow people to just run up the gut or run out the outside and just get 15 yards on a fucking rush when we really need a a nice little stop. That just kills a lot for us. Also, the cornerback situation, it is what it is. It's going to be all season, so we just really got to figure out a way to cover up some of that. And also, we got to get better play out of Adoree Jackson. He's been more so down, but he had some good games. I think he had a good game against the Vikings and the Lions. And let me not also forget that we beat some top-tier teams in recent memory, by the way, with the Packers and Lions. Now, Adoree Jackson was looking good in those games, even though the offense was looking good. But the defense was looking good for the most part. We just couldn't do enough offensively. But yeah, Adoree Jackson, he's been inconsistent, so that's definitely a sore spot. Cooper DeJean, people are starting to try him now. So, he's going to have to make a couple plays here and there. He hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been great. So that's definitely something we're going to have to shore up. And then the other exciting white, can't even remember old boy name, man. I got so much PTSD from watching him. Reed Blankenship. God, Reed Blankenship been getting cooked. Goddamn Flaming Younged out that bitch. Like, he really got to tighten up. Like, that safety position. And it's also worth noting that Andrew Makuba is out. Our rookie. He's been, not quite a star, but he's been really good for us in certain situations. Not certain situations, he's been bad. But for the most part, he's been productive. And now that he's out, I think we got Sidney Brown stepping in. So, it's looking real tricky in that safety position. So I need Reed Blankenship to step up the most because, I always thought of Reed as like an underrated player on our defense. And now he's kind of getting tried a little bit and he's not making plays to, make stops and whatever. So that's definitely going to be something presented against these Chargers. I got to check again and to see which wrist that Justin Herbert had surgery on. I think it's the off wrist and that is throwing hand. So, might not be too bad for the Chargers, but still, like, we're going to have to watch out for Quentin Johnson and Ladd McConaughey, even Keenan Allen, who's been having a vintage performance this season. And they got some other weapons, too, in the run game. They got Hampton back. Vidal, he's been good. So, the Chargers got a lot of weapons. Now, their offensive line has been piss poor, and that definitely gives us an advantage. I think we got a healthy Jalen Carter back now, so if we can get some pressure on that offensive line of theirs and kind of fluster out Justin Herbert to making bad plays, we can get some turnovers against that team. So it's really all about what Justin Herbert can do as far as like offsetting some deficiencies that they got with their offensive line. And I think our defense, we got, enough pressurized players to, make that pocket a little uncomfortable. Now, we do need to get sacks. I wish we can get a couple more sacks. We've been kind of productive here and there with Nolan Smith. He's been pretty good. Jalen Phillips, he's been pretty good. But we need a little more than just that. Our linebackers, they need to step up. Zach Bond and Nakobe Dean, all them. They damn sure need to step up, whether it's in coverage or blitz. And, that probably might be the story of the game, for real. The Chargers offense versus the Eagles defense. Now, our offense, we damn sure got to tighten up. Jalen Hurts, you can't be missing plays. You can't be missing throws. This shit is getting a little redundant. So I would love to see Jalen Hurts kind of snap out that funk. He has games this year where he has shown that he can, like, be a proficient quarterback and get the ball to everybody, whether it's Smitty, whether it's A.J. Brown, whether it's Jahan Dotson, whether it's Dallas Goedert. So I'm hoping he can do that at least. And then Saquon Barkley. Can you please stand up? The real Saquon Barkley, please stand the fuck up. Because ever since this nigga talked to Trump, this nigga been in the slump. So it's about time that he get a touchdown at least. If he does not register a touchdown, this would be the first time since 2021 that he has not recorded a touchdown in, I think, 4 or 5 games. So he's due for a big game, but it has to happen. He can't be bullshitting out there. And it's not to say that he's the bullshitter of the most part. Our offensive line has been looking bad itself. I think we got enough healthy bodies outside of Lane Johnson tonight, so that's enough for us to look decent. But you know, we just gotta step up and get some lanes open for Saquon to capitalize off of, and if we can get that going, then I feel real comfortable with us winning this game. So regardless of the fact, I'm still gonna go with us winning. But you know, it's definitely a big game considering Justin Herbert is back, and again, when you got a top 10 quarterback, which I still think he is, more so off of potential, but when you got somebody like that, a lot of things can happen in the football game. So I'm gonna still go with the Eagles though, man. I think we got a little 27 pointer on us. 27-20. I'm gonna go just flat right there. But yeah, man, there's a lot of other games coming up, but I'm gonna just kind of leave that alone. The only marquee game I see for next week is the Lions and Rams. You got Packers and Broncos. That's a marquee game. Vikings and Cowboys. I guess Colts and Seahawks. Maybe they get an upset with the Colts. I guess you could say Steelers and Dolphins, considering that the Dolphins just had a good offensive showing. And Bills Patriots. That's gonna be a smacker. Ravens, Bengals. Okay, it's a lot of good games coming up next week, but we can kind of just save that for next pod and just kind of recap off of that. But yeah, shout out to the Eagles, man. We can give some player prop predictions or whatever later on in the episode. But yeah, that's about it for football, man. All bases covered. Just before we get to basketball and NBA and stuff like that, I do just want to shout out some college football stuff. Now, we kind of been MIA with that too, but, you know, I would like to just say shout out to Indiana.
Here's Saying. Over the middle, and intercepted! Lewis Moore! Indiana has a football! Touchdowns on first down! Intercepted in McNelson! Sonny Styles in trouble, scrambles, throws, touchdown on the play fake. Saying down the field, Smith, Jana at the 20, and Saying rolls out in that direction and is dragged out from behind. Mendoza, and Mendoza goes down again. Saying sprints out, sets up, looks out, and he get him again. Steps up, down the field. Caught! Inside the 30. Moza. Fade. Surratt. Corner! Touchdown! Indiana! Handoff. West. Nothing doing. Saying. Smith in space. And Smith. Mendoza! Taliban! From Nation! They stay on the ground with Black. Lets it go! And it is! Caught! But not enough! The Indiana Hoosiers are champions of the Big Ten!
I am sorry for sleeping on y'all. I should have been woke when y'all beat Oregon, but you know, I still didn't pay too much attention to Indiana. I was a little too more focused on some of the other teams that was going, like the Alabamas and, you know, who else was I pretty much watching? Ohio State. Look, everybody, to be honest. USC, I was really locked in on USC. I ain't even gonna lie. Arizona State a little bit, but yeah, I was kind of watching out for those teams, and I forgot to look out for, you know, Mendoza, who has always been in the Heisman conversation in the season, but you know, I was just asleep. So my bad, Indiana. Y'all had a good season, and congratulations on the win against Ohio State. The Ohio State, that is a phenomenal win, and Yeah, I think that's probably the upset of the year in all sports, to be honest, because the way Ohio State has been looking dominant this year, you wouldn't have thought that, they would have got clamped up offensively. I mean, they had a rookie quarterback, a freshman quarterback, but Julian Sand has been looking phenomenal for what it's worth. So it's really no excuse for him being a freshman. Yeah, he made some freshman mistakes, had some interceptions, some bad plays, bad throws, and stuff like that. But, he was looking like one of the best quarterbacks, and I think he led the country in completion percentage, and I think it was at an all-time rate. So just because he's a freshman quarterback don't mean that that's an excuse for them to lose that game. They still got pretty much flustered by that zone defense that that Indiana had out. They was locking up Jeremiah Smith. He had one big play, but outside of that, he wasn't really getting it going. And then Cordell Tate, he had a good play, but they pretty much was holding him in check for the most part. And yeah, like Mendoza, they couldn't get a lot of touchdowns going, but they had a lot of consistent drives going. Yeah, shout out to them, man. Lost some money on that shit, by the way, but regardless of the fact, man, it was a big time win for Indiana. We'll see how this playoff, race or whatever looking. Supposed to be solidified soon, I think. So, good win against Ohio State. And also shout out to Georgia putting the shellacking on Alabama.
And they fake it to him and getting met in the ACC Championship game. Right on cue. Georgia with the block. Bouncing around and fielded inside the Frazier. Makes a cut inside. Frazier. Good to see him back up. He fakes it to the crowd. And touchdown.
Again, she wanna get hit with the pipe. She love me cause I cherish Cindy. This is a good night. This flow changed my life. She eating shit like this right. She eating me once in this life. Probation this week, it's nice. On drop, on high, promoters, on bucket, on price. She wants to with me every night. Cause I'm fucking good and I'm right. We splash and drop on the bag. Shit ain't on toes in my ass. She ain't hit it in the ass. So roll it, I sit on my crab. Money, leg, high stretches and shit like I'm mad. Allergic to grab. My thin hawk got turf in the back. It's turf.
Tight ends on the play side, both Lawson Lucky and Oscar Dell. They kind of sealed the edge to the inside.
Pull it up, put down the turf. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Underneath is Bernard. Never drops the ball. Rookie Frazier. He will score. It's just edible putting the ball.
I said I'm gonna murder. One from a stop. You know they gonna hurt you. I'm rich on purpose. I get the money. It's all for the merch. I'm living in church. Play shit and you know you get murdered.
Deliver the dagger.
But watch his instincts right there.
Niggas be towing me guns, they ain't playing with cutters. Somebody got a
and then the acceleration.
Don't got a gun on these niggas be looking for
Simpson has
smoke.
some space. Can he get the edge?
Your bag is empty, you having no money. I'll tell you if I can see her. She gave me head in the chin. She marked me, she put up in the nose.
And now he's going to be the SEC champion quarterback for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Gotta keep a blick, that's mandatory.
The Dogs move on to the playoffs. Exclamation point to their SEC.
Another team that cost me some money. But yeah, shout out to Georgia. They put up Gunnar Stockton put up 3 touchdowns, I think. Basically shut up Ty Simpson and really that run game. I mean, they had some good drives. Alabama, they had some good drives in the air at first. They couldn't get no real good completions going, but the run game was just invisible. Like, they couldn't get shit going with the run game. So again, Georgia, they flushed them out the pocket, flushed them on offense, and again, man, Stockton and the boys, they got the job done. So shout out to Georgia getting the win against Alabama. And a couple other games I forgot about, but ain't too important. We can kind of brush back on the playoffs. Texas Tech, they beat BYU. Had a good little win. And Duke, they beat UVA.
They give Mensah plenty of time. Shepard took the check down, broke a tackle. They faked it to Castle, and it's caught. Minute drive, a Virginia blitz, a screen against it. Jeremiah Hazley, touchdown. The first down, that's what it looks like they're trying to do. And then a lot more. Morris throws, caught. 25 seconds to go to the end zone. It is caught by victory in their grasp. Nate Shepard on first down. Castle stays in the block. Mensa, end zone touchdown. Jeremiah Hazley.
And the exact same play, just out of a slightly different formation on second down. Sprint right option. But the option route was covered. They did a great job defensively, Virginia, making sure they took away Brown, which forced Mensa to come all the way back.
In their fourth, they go to a trick play. Taylor threw it back to Morris. It is intercepted! Intercepted by Luke Burgon! And Duke has won the ACC!
Fuck Duke for doing that, because UVA was looking real good in the ACC. But yeah, we'll see how the playoff predictions look. Notre Dame, we should call them Notre Shame, because y'all should still be playing. Like, y'all a good enough team to at least, go for a performance here and there. But I mean, whatever. I mean, if y'all want to sit out, what fucking ever. Go ahead, sit out then. But yeah, we can get back to college football next episode. College basketball, just quick shout outs to some of the prospects, more so than the teams, because ain't too many. Who is the number one team? Purdue just lost. Purdue just got their ass.
He got his wish on that one. Nice dive at pass. Got it. Boyer, the wraparound. Nice dishing. Power. Nice hands. Comes free on the end. Smith on the wing. Pretty good choice there. Now he got it back for the three. Got it. That was a nice shot. He's got a steal here. Nice play. The dish ahead to Cox. And the one-hander underneath the clock. Finish. Jefferson, he's got one today. He's got two. Smith in the paint. Jacobson off the Jefferson has it swiped from him by Meyer with the body, and the bucket comes out to Smith. He'll try triple. Got it. He's so good using that little league ball. And all the way on the drive off the glass. Nice cut. They find him on the drive. Scoring. Corey got an open look and nailed it. Oh, there's a no-look pass as well behind the back. Jefferson dishes underneath. Pretty good attack here. Pushing him to floater, won't go. First keeps it alive and scores it. In the paint, flies by everybody. Kick out for a three, and it goes. Now for a three, and that one goes. Nice cut. Buchanan, extra pass and up and under, and three to shoot. He's got that footwork. Oh my goodness. Lipsy, cross-court pass, finds the open man. Heising. Switching here. Lipsy, the lob. Oh, yeah, I thought it was a... This is the Dirk move. Oh, man. It's really terrific. You can't go under on him. Izzy over to Jefferson. And the three-pointer goes. Like there were lines from here to downtown.
So let me not gloss over that. But Florida, they haven't been looking spectacular. I think they lost to... Did they lose to Duke? Or did they lose to Kentucky? I know they lost to somebody. I know Florida lost to somebody, I think. UConn has been pretty decent. But even then, I think they lost a game here and there.
This is the guy for this team. Just love the way he's playing.
Scholarships. Oh, what a lob, and Riva under. Delorso gets it down low. And strong offensive set. Demery's floater in from three so far. Reload Kartenkov. It's a nice cut.
He is so good at that elbow. Anybody.
Malachi Smith finds ball.
There you go.
He did there. Solo ball. Three. Ball takes the floater.
mean, it hasn't been too many wowing teams. And again, Kansas, they just got back Darren Peterson. I forgot who the fuck they played, but he had a nice game. He had like 7.
Left open for a moment. Another late shot clock situation for the Giants. And all yesterday, he was out with Villa, who's also off the bench for Kansas. This first half, here's Peterson working on Boateng. Spin, fade away. Yes. Yeah. Take your pick. It might be Duke, might be Michigan. They both had impressive wins yesterday. The floater.
Take a look. He shoots this with his left hand off the glass. Offensively, that when he's completely healthy, that he can't do.
White. They doubled White. Peterson was open.
He's against a good team too. Like, I can't quite remember, but shout out to him. Michigan State, another team that was looking really good. They just took an L to Duke.
Jeremy Fears, alley-oop. Hello. Got it to the baseline. Foster a fadeaway.
Ability to take care of the basketball, then trying to get closer to the basket against this long, athletic Duke team. It's gonna
Duke with 4 field goals by different guys. Oh! Sarr. Dame always filled with floor burns. Another alley-oop.
It's not set on the back line, so you're giving up layups on the back end.
Amenya, Chuku. That's his spot.
Press. Watch out defensively. Oh,
Day. Ugo Chuku.
It really does.
I bet it does.
Well, that should scare Duke. Get a shot up.
Youngba gets the beautiful screen and roll to Kohler. Look out. Another one from downtown.
3 on 2 on the weak side.
There's the versatility in his game, huh? Cameron, titillating start. Kohler. They got away with a walk there. A collective 0 for 9. Alley-oop! No double there.
You are.
Foster.
Nice.
Now he's caught with him. And on the floor. Carr. That's where he likes it. Boozer just muscled.
Space to operate, and he's delivering.
Scott. Beautiful dribble handoff. Scott one more time. 40. Boozer with 7 of his 9, make it 9 of his 11s. The 5 on the floor for Duke.
Go right back to it.
Oh yeah. Boozer on the glass. Just is it Kohler time? Yes, sir. Carr. Another baseline pass. Foster end to end.
Nice.
From right on line. Cooper! Oh, what a fake by Evan. Needs help. Cooper off the glass. A late dig. He has to give it up. Foster! Oh, the iron kind. With you. Here's goes end to end, and that's it. Duke remains undefeated. Number 4 with a bullet. 60.
So, shout out to Duke getting that win, and they might be a top 2 team in the conference or in the country now. So, they had a good game. Cameron Boozer, he's keeping up the conversation for number 1 pick in next year's draft. He had a good game against Michigan State. Had a very slow start, but he picked it up towards like the late first half, second half type shit. So I think he finished with like 19 and like 14 rebounds, like 3 assists, something like that. So it was very multi-versatile in his offense. I think the special thing about him is he has like a very nimble drive game, even though he's like, 7'2", 50, something like that. He don't quite move like it. It's real. It kind of reminds me of Jahlil Okafor in a sense. Or, like I said in the chat, he got a lot of Chris Bosh in his game where he's like, he's a threat as a shooter. He can definitely shoot the 3 ball. So you got to respect his jump shot. And if you get too close, he can just simply drive past you. He got quick feet, a quick first step at that size. So I can see why he got a lot of number 1 pick hype. Defensively, he's not bad either. So, even though he's,
defensively.
Yeah, and even defensively, he's not bad at all these things. Like he plays just like Chris Bosh. He's just built a little more stout. Like he's built like his dad or like more so like a Blake Griffin or maybe I should say James Wiseman build, like, because he's like 7 foot, 250, 260. So, you know, hell of a talent for sure, man. He had a damn good game against a veteran, undefeated Michigan State team. So
He's a
yeah.
7.
What's up?
He's a 7-footer.
At least 6'11", but I think he looks 7 foot on the TV. Now maybe because college, but yeah, he looked like he was towering over everybody. And I think Michigan State, Connor is 7 foot. He might not be 7 foot, but you know, they had their big men that are pretty like 6'11", 6'10" and he was towering over them. So like they had to double team him the whole game because he was just too damn big. Like if you go single coverage, he gonna hit you with a little drop step, little elbow fillet, like
Yeah,
damn near dunk on you. So
he got a bag. He got bag work. He got a bag.
yeah, he damn sure do. Like, and you could tell like that's the toolage from his dad. So
That's the tools from his dad. Yeah.
so yeah, like I was impressed for the most part. Like the first half, even in the first half, I was impressed because he wasn't scoring a lot and he was missing some layups here and there. He got clamped up on one play, but he was still affecting the game on the boards. He was getting every rebound. He was getting some offensive rebounds, kicking it back out. He was getting some tip rebounds. Like, he was doing a lot for the team, even though he wasn't scoring, and it still kept him in the game. It actually got him the lead. So, you know, yeah, he's a hell of a prospect for sure. Also, AJ DeBazier. I haven't watched too many recent games, even though BYU has been looking decent. But I did watch, I forgot who they played. It wasn't the best team. I think it was like Yale or something. But he did have some good games where, you know, he'll kind of defer with the offense and just play team ball. But when it's his time to like, okay, like I need to go ahead and get a couple drives, try to get the offense really going or get myself going, he'll make some good plays. Like, he has a nice drive game. Like, for him to be 6'9", he plays like a guard.
He's always led on the floor with his effort and everything, but he's found a voice in the culture.
Here comes AJ.
2 free throws.
Here's Devonsa. Wow. Get more minutes. Devonsa right to work. He looks up. He's going to go to work here. Into the lane. And the finish. ISO AJ. And here he goes. And he them both. With Tyler Perkins. And here is Devonsa. Nova's cut it to 8. Here goes Devonsa driving. And BYU's got the pace they want. Devonsa pull up. Ooh. There's Devonsa now. He drives. He hangs. Devonsa working with Caden now. Devonsa spins. And it's
Devonsa gets inside. Yes, so pretty.
Elevate now.
Open 15-footer.
There you
And
go.
finally.
Talking about his steps. How about this discard, the balance, pretty delivery.
Like, he plays like a wing guard, especially when you get in his strides.
RJ Barrett.
He'll hit you with a little tween hezzy, and then fuck around, just catch you on a bad angle.
A better RJ
He already
Barrett.
at the rim.
He reminds me of RJ Barrett.
He definitely reminds me of RJ Barrett, but I see, I mean, RJ Barrett was doing that in college too, so maybe we gotta see how he look as a pro. But if he can get that little, you know, the little hezzy down pack, he might got a little shea in him. He might. Maybe I don't want to say Giannis because I'm not seeing that per se, but he does have moments where he'll have his little 2-step gather and just like dunk on a nigga.
He got the opportunity to be growing more, so he might get to 6'10".
Yeah, and even worse, 6'11".
Yeah, even worse. Like
yeah, he's just, you know, I don't know. Some people are like they're not super impressed with his game, but I think we're still watching a project in progress. So you give it like a good another month, we might see him really getting his bag type shit. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna be playing some stout competition. So, you know, yeah, man, I like what I'm seeing from the projected top 3 picks, and obviously, you know why I'm scouting. We can get to that a little bit because, you know, shout out to my Thunder getting a good win against the Jazz and helping our odds on getting another good pick next year. But yeah, like watching these 3 prospects and then a couple other prospects. I didn't watch the Arizona game, but they got a good win, and I think they're number 1 in the rankings now. So, yeah, Arizona's number 1. I think Duke might be 2, but, we'll see. But, yeah, I got to catch up with Arizona. I got to see old boy. I forgot his name, but he a dog. But the freshman, damn, I wish I remember his name because he a dog too, man. Cole Pete, I think that's his name.
Yeah, Cole Pete.
Yeah, I'll see. I watched a little bit of Tennessee and I got pissed because the other boy, that's a freshman, but he's a nice talent, Nate Aitman. Man, that boy was tricky, man. He was getting clamped up. I think they lost that game too, man. That was the game against Syracuse, matter of fact.
Our 3-point shooter, I should say, turning with the right hand and scoring. Now Gillespie down the lane, score. Tyler Betsy has come off the bench during the timeout. 3 ball, wraps it around. Carey, right hand, scores it. Abram, he'll take him on the drive, put it up on the glass. Kick to Abram, 3 with the left hand, good. Just take him on the drive, scoop it, and scoring.
I don't want features cause most of y'all hype. She a little twin and I give it a pipe. Fuck the little BB, y'all see what it's like. Fuck the BB, gotta see what it's like.
Oh my goodness. That touched the rim?
ain't flying, you
Got away with it.
On the drive, left arm alone.
I built myself out of my deal, that shit nothing. She a good girl, but no time for the cuff. Said this will be my last chain, but I'm bluff. Hands on the link and the coochie is bust.
Look at this lefty 3 from deep, and it's good. Top of the arm. Shot fake, layup, good. Kick out 3, Amari, Abel, Ferris, Gillespie on the hard drive, baseline, forced on the shot, foul line, Starling lost it on the drive, tries to recover, threw it up, here's Kyle, hard drive on Phillips, reverses back, scores. Here we go, here's Starling, open floor. Orange on the run,
Boy, you throw it up top. If he goes, it gets
George. Right there.
Back to Starling, another line. White. Here's George into the corner. Anthony's release.
Yeah, like I ain't got some killers
working on Suarez.
So I just chuckle. They don't do internet, they don't just scuffle. They'll just go, I won't know if they touch
Gillespie, and they threw it away. Here's Starling.
That's why I try to
have numbers. Doesn't matter. 3 to shoot. Carey back to work against Miles. Got skip into the corner. Amen shoots for the lead. Reed, ball away 3. Starling hit the 3 a moment ago. Here's a 2 away. 5 seconds left. Inside Carey to catch and score. Kick for Boswell. He'll spin right hand. Good. Carey. 5 seconds. Put it up. Fell off. Knocked around. Rebound White. The floor. And it is Ament. The catch. Put it up. No good. And Syracuse wins 62-60.
Tennessee definitely lost to Syracuse because that was the game when Kenyon took the mic from old boy.
Nah, let me hold it. Yo, I just want to say, best shooter in the country right here. No, listen, this the best combo guard in the country right here. This the best guard in the country right here, man. Yo, what am I saying? Yo, pipe down. If you under that rim, he gonna dunk on you, bro. It's the best.
Yeah, we got the best shooter. How you talk? Yeah, we got the best shooter, nigga. We got on my dead homies, nigga. We got the best dunker, nigga. Every time you get that bitch, just a dunk on my dead ones, nigga. I was tripping all that, but yeah, man. Tennessee with Nate Emmett. Hopefully he can get in the weight room a little bit because I think the only thing with him is just physicality. But he a nice talent too. He can shoot. He's about 6'11" type shit. More so of a power forward, but he can be that, that power forward, small forward tween. So, a lot of interesting prospects. I'm going to try to keep up with them. There's a lot of other sports going on with football and college football. So when that ends, I could probably give a better little synopsis. But yeah, shout out to college. Don't want to leave them hanging because there's been some good college performances. But now we can get back to the big leagues.
Feeling like a champ. 100 on the E-way coming off the ramp. Took a G6 today, got a nigga amp. Glock 40 on my waist, leave a shirt down. Phone bustin', finna slide on a little tramp. She want a new Birkin and a passport stamp. I walk in the mall, in town, tear down. Kicking real.